Hey guys, it's Chen. Walmart is the biggest corporation in the world and is known for its low prices and vast options and that little smiley face guy that karate chops price tags. But did you know that things sold at Walmarts vary depending on the country you're in? No, Walmarts are not cookie cutter stores that are alike in every way. In fact, if you went to a Walmart in China, you'd be surprised at the shocking things you can find there and how different it is from Walmarts in the US. So here are some crazy things you can find in a Chinese Walmart. Number one, crocodile meat. This will definitely save Dundee a lot of trouble. Crocodile meat is said to taste like chicken and can be prepared like chicken. It's eaten a lot in certain places around the world, such as Jamaica and China. But come on, whole frozen crocodiles with balls stuffed in their mouths like pigs in the frozen aisle? I think I might even consider going vegan after seeing that. Number two, Snickers with batteries. Yes, Snickers. Snickers are sold almost everywhere, but almost rarely, wherever at all, do we ever see Snickers packaged with batteries on the side. I mean, is chocolate battery powered or something? Have I just been eating chocolate wrong for all these years? So I guess my question is, what do you do with the batteries? I mean, if you think about it, a lot of the people eating chocolate bars are little kids, so what if they bite down into the battery as well and think it's edible and get a shocking surprise? It is understandable that Walmart wants to be generous and give a few free batteries to buyers of the Snickers bar, but it's not like you're buying toothpaste and you get a free toothbrush. I mean, I just don't see how candy bars and batteries are complementary products. Number three, mixed meats. It's normal to see a meat aisle where different meats are separated and tagged, so we know what type of meat we're buying, but nope, Chinese Walmarts have decided that, well, meat is meat, so they have combined a variety of different meats and put them into one huge pile of meat gesso-rama. But I guess it could be good for people who have a gambling problem, so instead of wasting money and buying a lottery ticket, you could just go to Walmart, grab a piece of meat, take it home, and then see if that's the meat that you were actually hoping for. Number four, live frogs. Frogs are known to be a delicacy in many places, including France and China. Sadly, the trade in wild-caught frogs has been driving frog population to near extinction. But that doesn't stop Chinese Walmarts from selling tanks upon tanks of live frogs due to popular demand. I guess my question has always been when it came to frogs, if frogs taste just like chicken, then why not just eat chicken? I mean, they're bigger and they're less Ninja Turtle looking. And speaking of turtles, turtles are lovable pets in the US, but in China, they end up where pretty much everything does, on the dinner table. Although sea turtles are endangered, they are illegally caught and even sold in packages or even live in Chinese Walmarts. Moving on to number six, orange juice and cooking oil combo. Apparently, if you buy a container of cooking oil, then for some reason you're given a free bottle of orange juice. I mean, maybe they just want you to use the two together somehow. Like I mentioned before, if I buy toothpaste, you give me a toothbrush, that's pretty normal. If I buy a shampoo, you give me a conditioner, that's normal. If I buy a Snickers bar, you give me batteries, or if I buy some oil and you give me orange juice, I think that just confuses me. Number seven, tubs upon tubs of rice. In China, people don't just eat rice, we inhale it. Rice is a necessity, and without it, we would all perish. I mean, literally, if you cut an Asian person, rice would just start spilling out. Just kidding, but not really. In Chinese Walmarts, there is never a lack of rice because rice is available in huge tubs that are probably really, really gross. And since they're out in the open, anyone can just kind of touch them, grab them, smell them, sniff them, lick them a little bit. So definitely think twice before buying rice that's just laying out in the open. Number eight, Walmart brand liquor. If you love alcohol, then Chinese Walmarts are your oasis because they sell their own branded liquor for only 1 yuan. That's like 15 cents. I mean, it probably tastes terrible, and since China is infamous for its fake foods nowadays, it might not be a good idea to get this, but for 15 cents, I don't even drink and I will buy it. Number nine, dried squid. Dried squid is a popular Asian snack that is actually very delicious. You can usually find a variety of flavors that range from sweet to savory and spicy. But Chinese Walmarts don't just have small chip-sized packages of dried squid, they have giant whole squids hanging from the ceiling of the store. That's as Asian as it gets. I mean, if Chinese people were in Pirates of the Caribbean and they were fighting the Kraken, they wouldn't be scared, they would be happy. In a matter of 10 minutes, that Kraken would be killed, salted, stir-fried, jerkified, and sold for 10 yuan a pound at a Chinese Walmart. Number 10, dried reptile parts. Coming back to the reptiles again, Chinese Walmarts not only sell frozen whole alligators, but they also sell cut up parts of a variety of suspicious looking reptiles. I'm not sure what kind of reptiles, but what I do know is that I would not go anywhere near these perfectly sealed bags of strange meat. Number 11, this is horrifying, whole sharks. Next to the frozen crocodiles, how appropriate, you can find whole sharks. Yes, some sharks are endangered, and yes, shark delicacies are pretty much illegal, such as shark fin soup, but no, that does not stop Chinese Walmarts from selling them whole. Again, I would stay away from that aisle because that shark looks like it can still eat me. Number 12, chopsticks galore. In Walmarts in the US, we have a chip aisle, we have a soda aisle, but in China, we have an entire section dedicated to chopsticks. Chinese people are pretty much convinced that chopsticks are the holy grail item and can be used for everything, which is true. We've got long chopsticks, short chopsticks, Korean chopsticks, Japanese chopsticks. Whatever you want to eat, we have chopsticks for it. I mean, how else do you expect us to eat the tubs and tubs of rice that's sold in Chinese Walmarts? Number 13, crazy eggs. In Chinese Walmarts, they know that regular chicken eggs are just not enough. That's why they have all kinds of all-known crazy eggs in the egg section. They've got brown eggs, blue eggs, spotted eggs, weirdly discolored eggs, 1,000-year-old eggs, salty duck eggs, which are just the best. Number 14, pig faces. US Walmarts usually just sell processed meat, but in Chinese Walmarts, it's so unprocessed that they even sell pig faces. Yes, pig faces right here. I mean, some of my friends get scared even eating a fish with the head still attached. Imagine eating pork with the whole pig just staring at you. Number 15, powdered horse milk. I have never heard the words powder, horse, and milk used in the same sentence before until now. Powdered horse milk is available in Chinese Walmarts and is supposedly rich in whey protein, fatty acids, and vitamin C. But since the whole powdered milk scandal in China, I'm not sure you really want to buy any milk products from China in general, especially, milk from a horse. Number 16, diet water. Yes, did you know there is an alternative to drinking regular water because, regular water, it's just too much fat. Number 17, Dunkaroos. So after all the gross, strange foods found at Chinese Walmarts, I'm happy to announce that Chinese Walmarts do have their perks. They sell products that have been discontinued in Walmarts in the US, such as the classic Dunkaroos, which were a childhood favorite of mine. I'm just hoping they're not all way past their expiration date. So there you go, guys. Those are some, at least to us, very strange, unusual items that you'll find at a Chinese Walmart. One thing that came to mind when I was researching this video, I mean, they sell whole crocodiles and whole sharks, right? That to me is already pretty scary and disturbing on its own. But here's the thing, when you buy this whole crocodile or whole shark, do they give you like a Walmart bag for that? I mean, I was just kind of imagining like a Chinese person waltzing out of Walmart and there's like the head of the alligator sticking out of his shopping bag, along with, a bag of rice and some Dunkaroos. But as strange as some of these items are, I'm actually looking forward to going to a Walmart in China because, and let me know if you feel the same way, I'm one of the few that goes to Walmart for social reasons. I think it was because my college town was so small that we had nothing to do. The only fun thing to do on a Friday night was to go to Walmart and just walk around. Also, guys, I just want to give a special shout out to the sponsor of this video, Audible, which I'm convinced sort of saved my life. And that's because if you watch my vlog channel, you'll know that I drove to California and then I just drove back from California to New York. And guys, I'll be honest, I suck at driving long distances and I fall asleep after like the first hour. And I'm one of those people that I just cannot stay awake when I drive. I tried splashing water on my face. I tried sticking my head out the window like a dog. I tried slapping myself. Nothing works. But what did help keep me awake, and I'm being completely honest here, was listening to audiobooks. And this was before I even knew I was going to partner with Audible, so this is just really serendipitous. So anyway, during my trip, I was listening to one of my favorite books of all time. It's also one of the saddest books of all time, Where the Red Fern Grows. If you guys never heard of this book before, you've got to download this book. So here's what you do. Go get this book, get 10 boxes of tissues because yeah, it's 10. You're gonna need all of that. Clear the day because you're gonna be a mess. Download this book and just dive into it. So I was basically just driving through Oklahoma sobbing, but at least I stayed awake. Yeah, I was a mess. Sobbing, slobbering, snot coming out of my nose. Anyway, now you guys can get a free 30-day trial today by signing up at www.audible.com/Chen. Chen Dynasty. And what's cool about Audible is that you can select any book for free and it's yours to keep regardless of whether you continue with the service or not. So definitely check them out and you'll be able to get access to a great library of audiobooks, and for sure download Where the Red Fern Grows. And guys, by clicking the link I have in the description box and trying out Audible, you'll also be supporting this channel. So a bunch of awesome books and you get to support this channel, win-win. All right guys, and don't forget Where the Red Fern Grows. Download it and make sure you get the tissues. All right guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll see you later.